Hello, everyone, and happy Sunday. It is cold here in Texas. We did get this little freeze. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as everyone anticipated, so we are good. We have been at home since yesterday around 1:30ish or so. I went and I bought a couple of things that, we probably needed, like water and stuff. But thankfully, our electricity is still on and we are good. We have not left the house, just because the roads are icy. So we are keeping here, nice and warm and waiting. I'm actually off tomorrow. They went ahead and they closed, my job for tomorrow. We'll see if what happens on Tuesday. Hopefully everything will be, back up and running on Tuesday. But I wanted to come and say a quick hello and see how you guys were doing. I am actually doing very, very good with this new weight loss plan that I started. I'm gonna leave a couple of videos right here of the different foods and fruit that I have eaten. And it has definitely helped with the weight loss. So I'm excited to share. I do have 28 Weight Watchers points, but I am sticking to low carb, the fruits, the vegetables, and the meats. And right now I am at 243 point something. I'll put my weight right there. Right now in the whole month of January, I have lost about 6.2 pounds. That includes the beginning and then, a little shift. And right now, once I went back and focused on a different plan, it is also working. I'm actually focusing each day on the scale just to see, how is it looking, because I want to stick to the point system in, working towards, still reaching my goal. But I am doing very, very well, and I am happy to inform that the scale is moving in the right direction again. And just, continuing, declaring my affirmations each and every day, declaring that I will reach my goal. I wrote down, because I have something on my refrigerator. I have, everything that I have in my refrigerator, and then each point, depending on the item. And then, of course, I'm writing down, each day what I eat, making sure that I stay below 28 points. And I wrote a little note on there, at 225, your points will go down to 26 points. I am already declaring that I will reach, the 225 mark sometime soon, and then continuing, to the next mark. The final will be 180 pounds. And then, if I go beyond that, then that's great. One of the things that I do want to focus on, it's lifting weights, just because, I am not eating a lot of meat like I used to. I was talking to my husband and I'm like, well, maybe right now, the focus is, focusing on the 28 points. And then when I reach 225, the 26 points. But then I'm thinking when I reach, the 200-pound mark, shifting back to, the carnivore and the keto. Just because, with the carnivore keto, that's high in protein, which will definitely help my muscle mass. I don't want to lose muscle mass. And so right now I need to focus on lifting weights and, and doing my calisthenic workout. I'll find one today and then I'll post it right here when I find it. That way I can continue doing it. Of course, I, did my walking. I'll put the different days, and how much I walked. I continue doing that at work. The staff members are like, Raquel, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just getting my steps in. But I'm excited, that I found something right now that is working for me. And I'm glad I did the shift. Because if I would, try to push carnivore, if it's not working, why am I, focus on trying to make it work? Even though it did, but I was just not keeping with it. So I'm glad I did the shift, and I thank you for understanding in the shift that I did, just because this channel is not only for carnivore, but also low carb and keto, whatever works for you. So right now what is working for me is following, this Weight Watcher points, but also focusing on the low carb. And if I'm not focusing on the low carb, during one day or whatnot, definitely just sticking to the 28 points a day. So I am very excited that the scale is moving once more. How are you guys doing? Let me know how you guys are doing. Let me know, what you guys are up to. Are you still following keto, carnivore, low carb? Have you started maybe a point system or, a calorie deficit system? Right now, I've seen a lot of people, on Instagram when it comes to the Weight Watchers as well as calorie deficit and seeing, it has worked for them. So guys, we got this. Whatever works for us, that is exactly what we will do. And I'm just excited to share that the scale is moving once more, that I am focused. I have gone to the store and bought everything that I need to do, my fruits, my vegetables, my meat as well. And so I'm ready to succeed at 100%. Okay. Well, let me know how you guys are doing. Comment down below. I'm excited to see your progress as well. And we got this. It is January, the end of January. We have the rest of this month and 11 more months to hit our goals. So we got this. Okay, guys. It was so nice talking to you guys. And God willingly, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.